Our next speaker is Xin Yuzhou, pardon my pronunciation, and Yuzhou is a member of the Young Communist League in Beijing. So please go ahead.
Good evening, or should I say good morning to all. And I'm Xin Yuzhou from the Bureau for North American, Oceanian, and Nordic Affairs of the International Department of the CPC. It is such an honor for me to join you and exchange ideas with friends from around the world. As a young probationary party member of our Bureau's party branch, I would like to share with you why Communist Manifesto still matters today and what our Chinese young people can learn from it. First, let's talk about the importance of Communist Manifesto. When presiding over a group study session of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the CPC, General Secretary Xi Jinping stressed the importance of Communist Manifesto, saying that reviewing Communist Manifesto is to understand and grasp the power of the truth of Marxism, write a new chapter of socialism with Chinese characteristics in the new era, firm up Marxist belief, and trace back to the source of theories for a Marxist party to maintain the advanced nature and purity. The CPC is a loyal inheritor of the spirit of Communist Manifesto. General Secretary Xi Jinping said that it is necessary to apply the scientific principles and the spirit of the Communist Manifesto to the overall planning of activities related to the great struggle, great project, great cause, and great dream, calling Communist Manifesto a monumental work that has a scientific perspective on the development of human society and was written to benefit the people and seek liberation for humanity. He also called for efforts to further study and interpret the works of Marxism, popularize them, and have them embraced by hundreds of millions of people. More efforts should be made to develop Marxism in the 21st century and in contemporary China, and write a new chapter of adapting Marxism to the Chinese context. It has been 175 years since the publication of Communist Manifesto, during which time great changes have occurred in human society. However, on the whole, the general principles which Marxism sets forth are still entirely valid. We need to uphold the worldviews and methodologies of dialectical and historical materialism, as well as the Marxist stance, viewpoint, and methodology. Furthermore, we should apply Marxist views on the materiality of the world and the law governing its development, the natural and historic significance of social development, and related laws, human emancipations, the full and free development of every individual, and the very essence of knowledge and its development. Then let's move on to the encouragement to the young people, especially for my generation. As communists, we must take reading Marxist classics and understanding Marxist principles as a way of life and an intellectual pursuit, and apply the classics to foster our integrity, temper our way of thinking, broaden our horizon, and guide our practice. And this is particularly true to our young people. For example, there is a reading club in our bureau where we can regularly share our thoughts on books we recently read. And some young colleagues of mine recommend Communist Manifesto and invited us to share our views on it. And I believe all these can be concluded as follows. First, we should learn theories with a radical approach. Engels once pointed out that Marxist whole way of thinking is not so much a doctrine as a method. It provides not so much ready-made dogmas as aids to further investigation and the method for such investigation. He also noted that theories are a historical product which at different times assumes very different forms and deal with very different contents. Therefore, it is reasonable to say that communism is not a fixed dogma. If we look at the case in China, all these sweeping social changes that China is undergoing are not simply the extension of China's historical or cultural experiences, or the reputation of socialist practices of other countries, or the duplication of modernization endeavors elsewhere. Nor can they be readily slotted into the template devised by earlier writers of Marxist classics. So there is no orthodox, fixed version of communism. A blueprint will become a bright reality only when we combine the basic principles of communism with China's reality, historical and cultural traditions, and contemporary needs, and constantly analyze and summarize the lessons gained from our practice. Second, we should keep theories relevant with the times. The lifeline of a theory lies in innovation, and it is a sacred duty of Chinese communists to develop Marxism. We need to use Marxism to observe and understand the world today and develop it in dynamic and abundant practice in contemporary China. We should learn from all the achievements of human civilization with an extensive view. To outdo ourselves, we need to protect our foundations while innovating and learning widely from the strength of others to improve ourselves. And finally, we need to have a deeper understanding of governance by a communist party, the development of socialism, and the evolution of human society, and open up new prospects for the development of Marxism in contemporary China and in the 21st century. Third, we should translate theories into real practice and real actions. We need to study these in a thorough, consistent, and assiduous way, and apply them to problem reality, so as to better transfer such ideas and theories into a material force for understanding and changing the world. Back in February 1848, Marxism emerged as if a lightning cut through dark sky, and decades later, we still see it as a glorious dawn in human spiritual history and a spiritual home for communists. Chinese young communists today can still learn a lot from and be inspired by Communist Manifesto. So I believe it is our duty to carry on the spirits and make it enduring with the times. So that's basically the points I want to share with you. Thank you.
I'm Michael Hudson. I'm appearing here for the International Manifesto Group. If you like this video and ones like it, please subscribe. For more information, go to the address on the screen.